Why do some people have affairs? Hi, I'm Sharon Pope. I'm the love and relationship coach for women who are struggling in disconnected marriages and trying to figure out, can they stay, or is the answer to go? If you like what you hear, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. So today we're talking about why some people have affairs. Now, here's the deal. There are lots of reasons why people have affairs. There are books and entire courses written about that sort of thing. But this is one way or one reason why people have affairs that I think doesn't get talked about as often as maybe it should. So I'm going to tell you about a client of mine. We'll call her Sue. Obviously, that's not her name. Her mother had passed away in the last year. She had gone through some pretty significant health crises herself. Her son was battling depression. She felt alone inside of her marriage, and she had lost touch with herself. And then lo and behold, she comes across and meets someone who now makes her feel seen and heard, understood and important. She feels desired again. She feels more like herself than she had been in years. Here's some things that she told me. She said, I feel like a whole part of me has been buried. I feel like I was drowning, and he came along and gave me oxygen. He woke me up from a life that felt dark and numb. And then the words I've heard so many times is it felt like an addiction. Because I knew that it was wrong and I knew that I should turn away, but I just couldn't. Here's the deal. Sue isn't alone. Sometimes the instigator of an affair is a disconnection from ourselves. We become so disconnected from ourselves that we find ourselves just floundering in our lives and particularly inside of our marriages, and we're grasping for answers, and lo and behold, someone comes along and it looks like the answer because they make you feel all the things that you weren't feeling in your life and in your marriage. Here's the problem though. The problem is that we're creating another, although it's different, it's different dysfunction, it's another version of a dysfunctional relationship. Because there's neediness there. There's this need for, I need you to save me from the life that I created. I need you to help me find my way back to myself. There's no power there. And there's only just more dependency inside that relationship. So we're sort of setting it up to fail before it even really takes hold. So instead, what you can do is when you find yourself really disconnected from yourself, where you don't know who you are and what you want and what you need, it's time for you to become your own oxygen source here and not look to other people to be your source of oxygen. I want you to start asking yourself the questions like, what do I need? What do I most desire in my life? How have I been looking to other people to make me feel the way that I want to feel? And where and when have I abandoned or betrayed myself? Those are the kinds of questions that can lead you back home. And when I talk about home, I'm not talking about your physical house that you reside in with your husband and your kids. I'm talking about home in here. Home is your heart. Home is your soul. It's your spirit. It's you getting back home to you. Now, you might come back home and re-engage with your husband from a new place. You might come back home to yourself and decide that this marriage no longer works for you. You might come back home to yourself and even give this relationship with this third person a try. But at least from that perspective, it won't be from this needy, graspy, please save me place. It'll be from a very confident, grounded, centered space that feels like home. If this was helpful to you, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. If you want to know about when I have new videos that come out, just hit the bell in the upper right corner. And if you want to take this conversation further for yourself, to see if there's a fit for you and I to work together in a coaching capacity, you can look in the comments field and there's a link for you to begin an application process to work with me. Take good care.